what's your Chinese zodiac sign and what's your most apparent trait from your sign?
Okay, my Chinese zodiac sign is I'm born 1995, which is year of the pig. There's a few things, the pig is very fortunate, he's very prosperous, and I think I have a lot of blessings in my own personal life and my experiences. And also, I think the pig really loves indulging in the finer things in life and food and really doing a lot of self-care. So I feel like that's something that I resonate with. I love to eat. And I just think pigs are just really, really cute animals.
So my Chinese zodiac sign is a snake, 1989. I am Taylor Swift. I think loyal is a quality perhaps. I think quick-witted. I think same as monkey maybe. I think just kind of like, now I'm thinking of the qualities of Slytherin. But I think just like the Western zodiac, I think a lot of the Chinese zodiac qualities are like a crossover a little bit, overlap. I think I see myself in monkey a lot, to be honest. The quick-witted, funny, like comes through for her friends at the last minute sometimes. I think, I really honor that lunar system because, grew up Chinese, celebrating the holiday every year.
And what is a superpower that was passed on to you from your culture that you're proud of?
A superpower. Let me think about that for a sec. I think, definitely something that is pretty, cliche is to have really stern parents to really enforce extracurricular activities into you. But I think the ability to kind of just buckle down and do the hard work, do the studying, and do the discipline that it takes to actually excel in these activities, that's something that my parents really impressed onto me. And I think that's a pretty big part of Asian culture is to do the work now, do the discipline now, and reap the rewards of that in the future. So I think that's something that my tiger parents kind of put onto me, which I'm actually really grateful for.
I did grow up Buddhist, and it's a tradition every single year at midnight on Lunar New Year. My mom and I go to the temple to pray, kind of start the year off with good energy. And I actually wear daily in my, ordinary life, these beads that I got from the temple, just to kind of have a higher power to protect me and to guide me.
And what are you most excited for audiences to see in this film?
Man, I think I'm really excited to see these. I'm really excited for the audience to fall in love with these characters, to get wrapped up in the relationships between the characters. It's actually a really heartfelt story. It's not just action. There's a lot of emotions inside of it. And I think for people to really understand the value of family and, taking on situations with love and compassion instead of taking it on with, aggression or always it doesn't always need to be very be physical. You could actually lean into your heart in order to overcome adversity.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for fans to see a whirlwind adventure of such complex characters and also just hopefully see themselves. To the AAPI community out there as well, I hope this excites them and helps them believe in more possibilities for themselves as well. I mean, I know that when I look at this cast too, even though I'm a part of it, as a viewer, I get really excited about that because that's not something that I ever really had growing up. So, yeah.
I love the chemistry between all of the Zodiac characters. Bowen Yang is brilliant. Henry Golding, Sandra Oh, Michelle Yeoh. I mean, Lucy Liu, Leah Lewis, Brandon Soo. The list goes on. Jo Koy, Greta Lee, Poppy Lu. We have literally a star-studded cast. And to see it all come together is really mystical and overdue, honestly.
And on behalf of our friends at Cold Tea Collective, we want to know, do you like your tea hot or cold?
Man, that's tough. I like a hot chrysanthemum tea, especially with my dim sum, but, right now my throat's a little bit raspy, so I've been drinking a lot of hot green tea. I like pu'er tea.
Yeah. How are you?
But you guys are Cold Tea Collective, so maybe I gotta say cold tea. Iced tea all the way.
Thank you, Brandon.
I love my tea hot, hot, hot.
Thank you. Enjoy the film.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice.
My voice is a little raspier than usual right now, so I've been drinking the hot tea. But typically, I'm an iced girly.
Great.
I run hot. Give me that ice.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Yeah, thank you. My first question is, what is your Chinese zodiac sign, and what's your most apparent trait from your sign?
So I am born in the year of the tiger, I am a water tiger. So you can actually calculate because, not just the Chinese zodiac based on animals, it's also based on elements. So I'm a water tiger. So I'm born in 1963. The trait that I most associate with is ferocity.
So that was like kind of my own.
And, as a woman, especially from Asia, being a fierce woman is not necessarily seen as something that is coveted, but I shamelessly own it. I like to think that I'm ferocious. I go for what I want, but I'm also kind. So, yeah.
Well, they say energetic. Let's see, high energy, leadership skills, unofficial spokesperson. Maybe that explains why I was a cheerleader in high school. All those things. What else? Yeah, I'm pretty consistent though with everything I read about the horse. So, and it's kind of funny that we're applying it here. And she's, horses. So particularly this horse is a by the book kind of character, and it's just kind of fun that I feel like I was born for this role. Literally born for this role.
I'm a tiger. And I am definitely strong and fierce. But also, when you get past that, I'm pretty gentle and I like to purr your lap.
What is a superpower that was passed on to you from your culture that you're most proud of?
You too. So,
Devotion to family. For me, family is really everything. It is where I begin and where I end. And definitely my family has passed that down to me, and I strongly pass it down to my daughter, and I'm hoping she will, and I really believe she will, pass it down to her own children after that. Yeah, family is everything.
Learning to be in balance. Learning to make connections with people. Yeah, I would say that's probably, it's being spiritually connected to people that I think it's been a superpower, and learning to feel unified with my fellow man, trying to wear,
I like the superpower that's passed on to this community. I am a transracial transnational adoptee. So everything I've learned about East Asian culture has come from my community of writers, directors, fellow actors. And even in this film, I learned a lot about Lunar New Year and traditions that I'm starting and maintaining, and stuff I had done in the past. So that's my community that's been the superpower for me. Asians so really raw.
And my last question is, on behalf of our friends at Culty Collective, they want to know, do you like your tea hot or cold?
Right?
I like my tea hot when it's Chinese tea or herbal tea. I like my tea cold when it's milky, like Thai iced milk tea or iced chai tea. I like both, but it depends on the type of tea.
Love to hear it. Thank you again, Kang.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. And what are you most excited for audiences to see in this film?
You know what? It's interesting. I always say that this movie is really a metaphor for so much of what we've been going through since the pandemic. So there's loss and there's grief, but there's also about learning to, connect with healing and learning to grow and uniting with maybe extended family members that you may have never thought to lock arms with, and understanding there's always a renewal of life, and that's the important thing, I think.
I'm excited for audiences to see that it's okay to fail or to not know where you're going and not know what you're doing, and to find that strength in yourself. And also to see that you can galvanize your community to help you get through hard things, that we're not alone. I'm also excited for people to see the beautiful, beautiful model pig.
What are you most excited for people to see in the film?
I've already seen the film. What I'm most excited about is extending a greater understanding of this beautiful philosophy, which is the Chinese Zodiac. Google it. Find out about it. What I really like about it is that all the different zodiac animals are flawed, and they are also very good. So they've got good and not so good sides. And that's human beings. But it's all about how you maximize your strengths and you minimize your weaknesses. And I think that's a theme also that goes on in the movie,
And on behalf of our friends at Culty Collective, we want to know, do you like your tea hot or cold?
Hot. Hot. Always hot. Green tea, hot jasmine tea. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Diana.
so much. Anyway.
And on behalf of our friends at Culty Collective, we want to know, do you like your tea hot or cold?
Well, I like my cold tea, but then I like it to be spilled.
Definitely hot. But it depends. I can go for a cold tea like right now maybe. But yes, generally I love a warm cup of tea.
I am a pig, and I think what I hear is the stubbornness of a pig, and I kind of align with that a little bit. I think that tracks because I will not stop until I get something that I want.
Yeah. Chinese Zodiac is boar, like the pig. Sorry, what was the other question?
What's the most apparent
Oh man, I like to eat. Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, wow, that's a great question. Yeah, I like to eat. There you go. Yeah. Boars like to eat, right? Okay, great.
And what's a superpower that was passed down to you from your culture that you're most proud of?
I think just the family values that I've gotten from my Filipino culture. I always try to find time to visit my family that lives back east and also in the Philippines. And, it's just great to be with family.
I would say traditional Chinese characters in that they have they retain stories. Each character, whether it's water or fire, they look like water and fire, and it's a beautiful thing, I think. Yeah.
Rick. And on behalf of our friends at Culty Collective, we want to know, do you like your tea hot or cold?
Oh, I love my tea cold. I'm an iced tea, green iced tea, sometimes matcha kind of guy.
I'd say yeah.
Right now. Yeah, I know. I sort of, you could tell. Yeah.
And on behalf of our friends at Culty Collective, we want to know, do you prefer your tea cold or hot?
I would say generally hot, better for the digestive system. But if it's boba tea, I gotta get it cold. But in the winter, I like a hot boba, a warm boba. Like a little warm, hottish boba. Yeah. So it depends, I would say. Yeah.